So let's recap for a moment. What we've talked about this week is how do you redesign an entire school from the ground up? And if you're going to do this, you got to go after the sacred cows. So we said, look at all the assumptions we make and figure out whether those assumptions still hold. Could you change the schedule? Could you change the calendar? Can we change how we use adults? And once we were done looking at the assumptions, we saw how our schools are actually doing very different models that are changing some of these assumptions. Then we transition to how do you afford this? What's the budget implications? And how do you try to make this change sustainable within your existing resources? And then finally, just don't forget change management, because all the leaders that we're spending time with, asking them how they do this, are being so deliberate about thinking about this change. You cannot just wave your magic wand and turn your schools and your districts into blended learning. You really have to nurture the people through the process and deeply involve them so that they're vested in what you're doing.
Now, as we turn to next week, we'll actually start to turn for the first time really to those technology decisions that you make. And the reason it's here in the course is on purpose, because the issues that Brian just talked about really are actually far more important, we often find, than the technology. But we're going to start thinking about the hardware and the software and actually what decisions you should put in place. Now, we'll see you next week for that. And in the meantime, good luck with the budget assignment.